What I mean is you need to be actively searching for people who are looking for the services that you provide, right? So let's say you're a web designer. Hey everyone, I'm Maria Wendt and I help female entrepreneurs get more clients online. Today we're talking about 3 things that you can do to get more clients online quickly, right? 3 things you can do to get more clients immediately. So if you want really practical, really clear strategies that are going to help you get your next client right away, this is what we're talking about today. So the first thing is you need to go ahead and utilize Facebook groups, right? And I don't mean post a bunch of times and then not really see any results. What I mean is you need to be actively searching for people who are looking for the services that you provide, right? So let's say you're a web designer. You need to use Facebook groups to go ahead and find people that are actively looking for a web designer. And I'm going to show you how to do this. We're going to kind of switch to like a Loom video. I'm going to show you how to do this here. So let's say that I am a web designer and I'm looking for more web design clients. The first thing I'm going to do is find a Facebook group that has over 20,000 members. These Facebook groups for this particular strategy to get more clients, it has to be a big Facebook group. It can't have 2,000 people in it. It has to have closer to 20,000 or above. So let's go ahead and just search web designer, right? And remember, we're looking for people that are actively looking for what it is we do. So we can see here a bunch of people are popping up, right? But let's find one that was closer to the month that we're in, right? So it's August now. Let's go to July. Looking for a website designer, brand specialist for quick turnover, blah, blah, blah. Really, she only has 7 comments. And here's what I want to show you. Most people, when they leave comments, they just drop their link below. No personal touch, no anything. Just, hi, here's my link to my website. Instead, what you're going to do is, I'm not going to actually do it, but you're going to friend request her and add a message, right? Then what I would do is I would comment below and I would say, hey, Christy, assuming that's her name, and tag her. You guys can see my really good typing skills here. I sent you a voice memo. Did you get it? And I would tag her in it, right? Now, let's say that, then I guess the next step would be for me to, on my mobile phone, right, which I've got here, I would find her that I just friend requested her, so I'm going to find her. And then I would send a voice memo that says something like this. Hey, Christy, I saw that you were looking for a web designer, and I also saw that there's a lot of comments below, so I thought I might send you a voice memo. Tell me a little bit about why you're looking to redesign your website. What's going on behind the scenes that's prompting you to need a new website? And that's it. So the reason why we send voice memos is for 2 reasons. One, it's a personal touch. They get to hear your voice and that's going to convert better. But 2, I mean, you saw she gets bombarded with links and then probably she gets bombarded with a few personal messages, but likely none of them will have a voice memo. So I have many clients who have used this strategy in order to really stand out in those long threads and get clients. So that's the first way. So there you have it. That's the first thing, how to get more clients utilizing Facebook groups. As you can see, it's really, really efficient, and there are hundreds of people who are actively looking for what it is you do. So you really don't have a reason to not start with this one. It's really hot leads, actively looking for what it is you provide. You should be able to find at least 1 client within the next week doing that, at least, if not sooner and more. The second thing that you're going to want to do is send emails to whoever are on your list. Even if you only have 100 people on your list, 2% of that is 2 clients. Or even if you only have 200 people on your list, 2% of that is 4 clients, right? And I'm using 2% because that's a general marketing industry standard, is that typically about 2% of your email list will convert into a client. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you an example of the kind of email I might send to new clients, letting them know, hey, this is what I'm launching, this is what I'm providing, this is what services I provide, this is the kind of coach that I am. Are you interested in learning more? So it's a really good way to get proactive about the services that you offer, whatever it is you happen to be launching. It's a great way to go ahead and get another client. So next I'm going to show you guys how to send emails to your email list, no matter how small or how large, and get really good response times, right? Really good responses. So the first thing that you need to know is that you aren't sending out a mass email. Mass emails are great, especially if you have a really big audience. But the problem is, for most people, they land in our promotions tab rather than in our actual inbox, and they just get deleted or they don't get read in the first place. So instead, we're going to want to actually manually email the people that we're wanting to work with. Especially if you have a really small email list, this is a great way to gather in a handful of clients without doing too much work, right? I wanted to give you an example of one of the emails I send so that you could visually see what we're talking about here. So as you can see, this is the email that I've got here for my screen, and it says, "Hey Tony, I don't know about you, but this is exactly whatever I do whenever anyone joins our community." This person had joined our Facebook group. And then I talked a little bit about a pilot program that I'm starting next month. So for you, you could say, I work with female entrepreneurs to, let's just use our web design example again, to help them build websites that send them more clients. Or I'm a web designer and I focus on SEO strategies to help you make more money in your business. It really doesn't matter what it is you do, but you're just giving them a little bit of information about what it is you're currently offering. And you say, if you're interested, reply, and I'll give you the details. So this is a really good way to just sort of find those people who are maybe thinking about looking for someone to help them with their website, or copywriting, or mindset coach, or sales coach, whatever it might be. This is a way for you to be proactive rather than passive, right? I teach that, if we just sit around and wait for the clients to come, that's kind of like going to a networking event and just hoping that people will come and introduce themselves to us. Instead, we want to go and we want to introduce ourselves to as many people as possible to create as many opportunities as we can. So this second way would be a really good way for you to sort of roll up your sleeves, get to work, and send out 200 emails. If 2% of those 200 emails convert, you're going to have an extra 4 clients right there just from implementing this second strategy. The third way to get more clients is to utilize Instagram polls. So for me personally, Instagram isn't a big part of my marketing strategy, but many of my clients use Instagram to get clients. And one of the things that you can do is you can use Instagram polls to get more clients. And the way that you're going to do this is you're going to make a poll, and even if only, let's say, 2 people reply to this poll, it's going to be a great way for you to get clients. So again, we're going to switch over to a Loom video where I'm going to show you what it is you need to do in order to get more clients through Instagram polls. Okay, so for this third one, I've actually written a blog post about it, so we're going to take a look at it together here and just go over the step-by-step process. That'll be really efficient here. So it's 3 super easy ways to book more sales calls with Instagram polls. So basically how to get more clients with Instagram polls, right? Step 1, you're going to create an Instagram story here. So you can see, what I like to do is I like to make an Instagram story about results that I've gotten for other clients, because this creates desire and social proof. Essentially, it shows that you're an expert and you can deliver really good results. And if you don't have clients yet, what you can do is talk about some of the benefits that you could deliver. So here's an example, and it's huge, but whatever. My clients have been killing it lately. One just had it for, whatever. I'm just saying my results here. As you can see here, I'm basically speaking about some of the results my clients have had. So then step 2 is to offer a free call as a pod. And what I love about this is this allows people to inquire about working with me without having to do too much work. And for most of us, we're really busy, but so are our prospective clients. And the easier you can make it for them to reach out, the more clients you're going to book. So here's an example of one of the polls I did. Want me to help you create success like this? Yes, Maria, or tell me more, please. I like to make one poll option to be something like, yes, definitely. And another like, maybe, I'm not sure. That way they can pick, but if they're a little tentative, they don't have to feel like they have to go with the definitely yes one. And then step 3, you're going to follow up with everyone who votes, right? So depending on your audience size, you may immediately start having people to vote, or you may need to wait the full 24 hours. So for me, after about an hour, I had 4 to 5 people mark that they were interested. So I just started following up with them, right? I just started saying, hey, they're like, tell me more. You can kind of see here in the screenshot. So what this allows me to do is, tell them a little bit more about how they can work with me to get clients. And then once they like, oh yes, let's hop on the phone and talk, then I book the calls with them. So you can see this is a really simple way to get more people interested in working with you. Just to recap the steps, it's step 1, talk about the results that you either have delivered or that you can. Create a free offer as a poll, right? Let's hop on the phone and let's talk more about how I can help you create success like this. And then I follow up with everyone who votes. And then we hop on the phone and I converted one of them, right? So that's one way that you can close clients quickly, right? So the secret to all of this obviously is to implement. So it's really important for you to say, okay, this is the strategy that I'm picking and this is when I'm going to implement it. So I recommend pulling up your calendar and literally just sticking it on your calendar so that you can go ahead and make sure you implement this third way to get more clients quickly. So there you have it. That's the third way to get more clients using Instagram polls. So to recap, first, you can utilize the search feature of Facebook groups. Secondly, you can utilize your email list no matter how small it is. Thirdly, you're going to go ahead and use Instagram polls. I recommend you start with just the first, whichever one stands out to you. Just start with one. Don't try all three at once. Say, okay, you know what? I'm going to pick this one and I'm going to go at it consistently for 3 weeks. And that's the only thing I'm going to do, or 2 weeks, or whatever the time frame is. Just choose a time frame and commit to that. If you try to do all three at once, you're going to not really see any results. So pick one that you feel is going to work best for you and your business, and then be consistent with it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you're at all interested in working with me to build a system to get consistent clients, what I want you to do is go ahead and check out my website, mariawent.com, or you can send me a message wherever. But basically what I want to do is I want to work with you to help you build your system to get consistent clients. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit that little like button. If you want to get more really practical, really specific tips like this, just hit the subscribe button below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.